So Roblox has gotten extremely boring. I realized that no matter how many times I scrolled down or scrolled back up, back and forth, I never really found anything.
Is it because of all the copy and paste anime games? Is it because of all the clicking simulator games? Or is it just us getting older?
People copy other people and people steal ideas and concepts.
They removed a lot of the old things that we remember. I'm guessing a lot of you guys grew up around like 2016 or 2018 Roblox.
Roblox isn't boring. There are good games, you just can't find them. As of mid-2023, there are about 40 million games, I mean experiences, on Roblox, but only a couple hundred are displayed on the front page at any given moment. Despite that, people are still saying that Roblox is getting boring. That is kind of true, and here's why. 1. Many games are the same and don't stand out. 2. Unlike Steam, where any kind of difficulty is acceptable as long as it's a well-made game, Roblox isn't. Regardless of quality, many beautiful games have poor retention just because of difficulty, and in turn, Roblox hesitates to promote it. 3. Roblox makes it clear that money is the endgame. Why promote a dumpster fire indie game made with love when you can promote Blox Fruit with the thousands of dollars it earns every single day? And here's how to find a good Roblox game. The first and the easiest one you could do is to actually try what Roblox recommends to you. In my experience, it recommends smaller games. But how well is the algorithm doing its job? Let's try then. Okay, so the first one that took my attention was Ability Wars. I really like the concept. You punch your friends and strangers with bizarre abilities and contraptions, and you can turn everyone emo. Want to be a bird? Now you can be the bird. You can spawn a bunch of jelly and it hurts for some reason. You can also give birth to mini versions of yourself for extra damage. It's a 6 out of 10 for me because it's not very rewarding. The second one was this quirky game called Death Row, and I don't like it at all. All you're doing is basically waiting in line, cutting people in line when you have enough money, which appears out of nowhere, and arguing with other inmates. The fun stuff is hidden behind the paywall. This isn't Death Row, this is Falling in Line and Bribery Simulator, and I wasted 40 minutes just for one ending. Ugh. I must say the animation is quite funny. This is literally me every time I see someone on the street playing Skibidi Toilet. I would have given it a 1, but because of the death animation, I'm giving it a 3. Okay, so next up is Infinite Journey, and I was literally taken away into infinity. It's a 2D game inspired by many mobile and classic games, but for Roblox, this is an entirely different breed. Apparently you can play multiplayer, which I couldn't figure out. You can shoot from any position, no cooldowns, and it has a bunch of breakable power-ups and upgradable basic stats. It really is an infinite journey. 9 out of 10. The fourth game is a plate game called Plate Insanity. It's not optimized, but you get bouncy trampolines. A showcase of the finest art on Roblox. And wait a minute. A dancing nugget. We're grabbing a selfie right now. I'm a big fan. This game is a compilation of all the plate games so far, and even has some super bomb survival elements. This is a lot more insane than the other plate games I've played. I just wish this kind of energy would go into something more original. It is pretty good though. 7 out of 10. The last one is a peculiar version of 3008. Why is there a bunch of toilets? While 3008 is based on the Swedish furniture and food prison called IKEA, the hallway is more like a hotel, like doors. Each room is something different. This room is something. I can't tell what it is, but it's something. I have a feeling they'll spawn all the possessed humans here. This looks like a family house, but when you go down, there's this restaurant thing, so it's like IKEA? Here's a Halloween party with a bunch of purple hues. Unfortunately, what makes it special is why it's flawed. Compared to 3008, what's the challenge if all it takes to isolate yourself from danger is closing the door and blocking the room? But it's somewhat there. 6 out of 10. If we add up all my scores, this method gets a score of 62%. It's not impressive, but given that recommendations scroll on forever, I guess it's enough. You will find some favorites. But what if you want the best of the best?
Is there a place that will allow us to discover uncreated games?
Yes, there is. The second method, Better Discovery, relies on player ratings and reviews, as well as the genre of the game, so you can discover your next obsession. Let's see what we're looking at here. And that is a lot of games. And it's quite funny that the game is listing itself very high. I'm surprised to see Block Tales as the highest game on this list. It is a good game. The style is impressive and indeed authentic. We love to see that. The gameplay stands at 2, so I give it a 9 out of 10, 1 point off because sometimes the storyline drags on for too long. But let's see what the others think. Ooh, why are there harsh ratings already? A 0. A 0! The next one on the list, I have never played before, Combat Initiation. It has a slightly lower score, but the top reviews seem to be more positive. An amazing Ultra Kill inspired game. I love Ultra Kill plus slash of text plus slash of text plus slash of text plus 10 out of 10. I got to kill people. Now, Combat Initiation is inspired by Ultra Kill, like the review said. My only problem is I don't know what Ultra Kill is, so I'm playing this blind. And I was taken aback. Instantly, one of the best games I've played. The design is top tier classic, and you choose which toys to get and it somehow causes death. The game can be pretty difficult. I used 8 lives just to beat the first stage boss, and by the second stage I basically died instantly. But still, giving this one 10 out of 10. The next game here might just be my most favorite game out of the bunch, because I cannot believe this is a Roblox game. It's called Detriment. At first I thought this was just a very uniquely designed parkour game. Given the tutorial they gave, that was the impression. And then, the story came. The actual design came. Now, if this avatar of mine was replaced with a non-Roblox character, you'd think this is a new release on Steam. That's how impressive it is. Also, for a janitor, Jarvsky sure looks a little spicier than usual. If the previous one was a 10 out of 10, I would give this one like 1,000 out of 10, giving us a total of 340%. Clearly, my testing methodology is flawless and fair. Now there's a third method, which is hit or miss, and that is YouTuber recommendations. Some YouTubers post a list of underrated games and you can look into them. Now, what if this isn't enough to make you stay? Well, take a break. The reality is that Roblox games mostly look the same because everyone is basically using the same materials and the same game design. There's no harm in getting out of Roblox sometimes. The point is you can always leave. And come back tomorrow for the next Roblox tip.